Well, this is interesting here. I don't have enough travel in the positive X direction. I think I've got that right, positive X. Anyway, so as you can see here, I can come over to about here before I hit the soft stops, and I am going to move the stock over to pretty close to that. So instead of being zeroed on the jaws, now what I want to see here is I want to go all the way to the other side. Oh, that's close. Let's see here. This is 21 and a half. Yep. So there is 21 and a half. Yeah, I've got 24 inches of machine travel. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set Wow, that's pretty darn close, huh? I could cut this and run the pieces as two separate pieces. I was kind of hoping to do it as one. I may need to just go ahead and do it twice. That would make things quite a bit easier, except for the fact that I already have it programmed for this. So when I'm running this face mill, I like to run all the way off. Granted, you know, I mean, as long as this edge, you know, goes off, it's cut. But there's a difference in the surface finish, you know, typically. And so I like to have it run all the way off. Okay, so there's still 80 thou there, and I'm close to a 1/4 inch off. So that should work. I'm within my slowdown. Oh yeah, see that's 24 1/4. I'm within the slowdown range, but it's the soft stop that I can't exceed. Yeah, that's easily off. Okay, so in cam, I need to get it just off the edge there, and then I need to take my hammer and find this new X, because I'm looking for that bottom corner. So Z will stay the same, Y will stay the same. I just need to change X. I should have done this part first, but I didn't. So what I need to do here is if you look at that toolpath, you can see how much I have it extending over. I click that on. You can probably just make out the stock overhanging good about 1/4 inch on both sides. I left this much space in between them since I'm doing it as one piece, and I'm going to use the there's the toolpath. I've got to get the shear hog in between there all the way down. Okay, like I said, yes, it would have been easy to just cut it in half and do it twice, but got to learn something new, right? So, and this'll test. This is a 21 and a half inch piece of aluminum, so that ought to make a few Tormach owners drool, because this isn't the Tormach. It's a Novacon Taurus Pro. Okay, so what I need to change there is, there's my pass extension, 1/2 inch. Let's bring that down to 0. Let's go back and look at the front. That's still coming way down there. And if you bring the cutter to the end here, oh, it lifts up before the end of the part. I don't care if it lifts up before the end of the stock, but let's say that's 3/8 of an inch. Pass extension, 0.375. Oh, almost. Okay, so let's go for 0.4 something. 0.425. Give it an extra 100 thou. Okay, it's a 2-inch cutter. I'm going to have to give it a 1/2 inch. Let's see how far 0.5 puts it over. Ooh, that's so close. So I can go ahead and make that a little longer because it's the stock. I'm trying to get this toolpath as short as possible. Like I said, I don't care so much about the stock. So let's make that 0.525. Alright, it's off. We'll turn the stock on here. We can make the stock transparent to boot. Shut the... Well, I'll leave the toolpath on for now, but make the tool transparent. So as you can see, it clears the edge of the stock. It clears the edge of the part. It does not clear the edge of the stock, but the stock already got machined by the other side, so I don't care. Now the front half's coming in off the stock. So let's go look and see what I have my lead-in set at. Vertical lead-in radius of 0.2. Let's make that 0.03. And stock offset 0.1. I don't think we need that either. Alright, that comes down just off the stock, and I think it's close enough. I'm not sure how to get that, because I don't want it to come down on the stock like on the other side when it lifts away. So basically what I got to do is I'm going to have to post this code and see if it hits my soft limits. Well, it didn't give me a soft stop issue, so... Wow, no complaints with that at all. Wow, I'm quite pleased with how well that went. And the sole purpose of that was to create more, so when I do the slots here, which you can't see the way it's framed, oh, I guess you can. Anyway, when I have to do the slot all the way down to the bottom of the model here, I want to be able to blow chips down and out and get the best possible. For as little time as this took, 9 minutes counting the spot drilling, I'll take that because I really think that'll help me make sure that I don't break a tool or screw something up when I have to slot that all the way to the bottom. I have to tell it a little negative stock there to leave. Kind of hard to, really hard to make out, but you can see a little dimple there, and then at each end where the walls are not as wide as the holes. So And I'm going to still be using the same Z. Okay, so the same height. So I'm going to set this down in the same step. But I'm going to use the hole, opposite end of the hole here, and I'll probably have to chamfer that out, but I'm hoping that will get us accurate enough. So let's do this. Now, because my space is kind of tight left and right here, I want to try to get this thing flipped over in about the same X location. And I did do some Sharpie marks. They didn't come out very well or whatever, but I think they got me close enough. So I just got to be careful and make sure I don't mess up my Z. And I think what I'm going to do is I have the program set at G58, so that way I can just put some arbitrary work offset in here, basically. By using G58, because as soon as I'm done with this side, the next part is going right back to that same G54. So there's no point in having to go find that G54 again. Now this is a good place to break a tip. Okay, the plan is to run a contour path, adaptive clearing actually. I could have just run a contour if these had been two separate pieces and there was enough space between them. But I had to I'm running an adaptive clearance, so that way it'll dip in here, cut all the way around, dip in, then it'll come back and clear that out. I'm going to run it 10 thou below the top of the model, but 20 thousandths out to the side. Now there's enough radius on the tip here that it's not going to cut, there's no way it's going to cut into the part. So once I get the outside done, then I can put the face mill on, I'll take it down and leave 5 thousandths for a final pass at the end. A lot of times I try to conserve my tool changes, but I'm getting to the point now where it's kind of like, okay, well, if I want it to turn out a little bit better, just take the 20 seconds, change the tool, run it again. I guess we'll fire it up here and see whether or not it goes to the correct spot and starts cutting correctly. I said leave the Z the same, but I never took it to Z and zeroed it for G58. So I got to go find 0 at G54, or take whatever number it's at right now in G54 and put that number into G58.